Under mounting pressure to address the migrant crisis, today President Biden will make his first trip to the border as president.
Folks at the border sending me what they need that they don't have.
His focus, El Paso, which has been the epicenter. The number of border crossings reached record highs here in mid-November. Nationwide, Border Patrol stopped migrants crossing the southern border illegally a record 2.6 million times last year, an increase border officials attribute to migrants fleeing violence and the expectation a COVID-era ban at the border could soon be lifted. But Republicans are blasting the president.
It's about time that Joe Biden went down to the border to see the chaos that he himself created.
The president is expected to tout the major announcement he made last week. He says his administration will immediately begin turning away up to 30,000 migrants from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela who crossed the border illegally from Mexico and deny asylum to those who fail to apply for it properly. But the U.S. will aim to accept the same amount from those same four nations who apply through the proper channels.
Do not just show up at the border. Stay where you are and apply legally from there.
Adding to the urgency, NBC News has exclusively obtained video of Customs and Border Protection officers, as well as El Paso City Police, arresting migrants sleeping in the streets outside a church shelter. Critics questioned, were they removed to sanitize the crisis? But in a statement, Customs and Border Protection said, in response to migrants evading apprehension in the El Paso area, the United States Border Patrol has increased the number of agents patrolling the area. Meanwhile, across the country, Republican governors are ramping up their enforcement. This weekend, Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis activating the state's National Guard to address the arrival of hundreds of migrants in recent weeks, blaming the president's, quote, lawless immigration policies.
Kristen, the president has been criticized by Republicans like Governor DeSantis for his handling of the crisis, but Democrats, including the mayor of El Paso, where you are, and humanitarian aid groups along the border also say something has to change here. So what is the new policy to go along with the president's visit today?
Well, Willie, I don't expect that the president's going to roll out a new policy in addition to what he already announced this past week. Instead, I think you'll hear him argue that he is taking aggressive steps to deal with this crisis. And part of that is being here and listening. But look, that criticism by DeSantis and others underscores just how fraught the political backdrop is, particularly with the 2024 presidential election looming large. Now, all of this will be front and center when the president travels to Mexico on Monday to meet with the leaders of Mexico and Canada. Willie.
Kristen Welker starting us off along the border in El Paso, Texas. Kristen, thanks so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.